Hey guys, it's Dustin. Today is June the 2nd and it is a Friday. Got Abby out here with me. She's hopping around and exploring. And it's time to put those new birds I got into here. Uh, really hope that I am able to start building my new loft soon because it's obviously getting overcrowded. And I'm not racing out of this one anyways. I need to get that new one built as soon as possible. Just waiting on a friend to get back to me about some wood. But before I put them in there, I have really been slacking on keeping up with band information. I have no idea what any of these guys' bands say. I've got some old birds whose bands I've memorized, but I don't know any of these guys. So I've got a notebook. I'll grab a pin from in the breeding loft to keep a pin hanging on the wall by my calendar. And I'm just going to take down everyone's band information. And of course, some of these guys, I know exactly who they are. This is Bentley. He was from a friend's loft. Just got him as an egg. You know those grizzles. That grizzle, they're from Coco and Swift. That one's the oldest. These are the second ones, and of course that black one there. I know which one it's from. But with some of these blue checks and blue bars, it's kind of hard to tell. That one is from Brittany, and I never really named her mate. From their last round of babies, and its sibling is a blue check. But as for which blue check is its sibling, I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. I don't know. It's gotta be... Now that blue check right there, or is it the one behind it? One of those is... Let's see, I think this one... The one right... That one's kind of got its feathers all ruffled up. I better check on that one. Anyways, that one is a sibling to that one, but they're from two different rounds. That one's older. That's not its nestmate. Maybe that's its nestmate. I want to say that one right there is the nestmate to that grizzle Homer, and that... Well, I got two blue bars right there. I want to say that one... Well... Now I'm not sure. I want to say that one is the nestmate to that black one. Yeah, so obviously this problem could have been avoided if I just kept careful record of bands I went. I didn't. So I'm going to write everyone's band information down now and get it transferred over to the database I started for them. One thing to note. See that indigo Homer? How he's all ruffled up looking? And I was picking some of the birds up and feeling them earlier, and he is pretty, he, she, whatever, is real thin. I don't know why. So I'm going to quarantine it and give it all the food it can eat and see what kind of difference that makes. I'm afraid that it could be sick or could possibly have worms or something. I'm really not sure, but I can't help but notice that one's got its feathers ruffled up too. Oh yeah, that one's thin too. And then Bentley was too. Bentley could do to have a little more weight put on him, but he's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to quarantine both of them. I mean, I'll keep them together. If they're sick, then they've got the same illness, and there's no point in keeping them separate from each other, so... I don't know. I'm not liking that. It is easier for birds to go light when you've got a lot of them and when you're trying to be careful about how much you feed them to train and race. But I've been giving them more food just because I haven't been letting them out, so it's not been such a big deal. But I don't know. Hopefully it's fine. Anyways, I've got to climb in here and take down some band information. And there's Abby still hopping around. Abby, come here. There she went. Abby. What you doing? She says exploring and not being picked up by you is what I'm doing. Yeah, you're a good rabbit, aren't you? She's a busy bee. Alright, well, time to get to writing down bands. So I need this board to sit on in the loft, which was on top of this pen. Anyways, I'm not moving these birds over, and that's because I just came over here to get this board, and there's a dead pigeon in there, which if we look, was pooping green. You can see all his green butt there, green feet. So that's not good. As far as which one that was, it was not the one with the frozen wing. The one with the frozen wing is this one right here. Anyways, so dead pigeon pooping green in the basket certainly just means that I'm not moving these guys over yet. See if anyone else looks like they've got that problem. That one might have been pooping green a little bit. That one's okay. For the most part they look fine, but that one obviously wasn't, and whatever it had they could have it too now, so they're not going to get moved over today. I'm going to call my friend, see what he says to do, see what he recommends about that. But now I'm going to go wash my hands. I'm certainly not going to pick up a dead pigeon out of this basket of birds that I just got and then go messing with my other birds and go wash my hands, and then I'll get started on that. Started on writing down. Alright guys, so I'm in the loft taking down numbers. Here's what it looks like so far. I'm just recording the name, if they have a name, and then the band, then what they look like, and then what gender they are. And holding this one, this ash red hen, or cock hen, I don't know what it is. It is real thin too, and it just threw up on my tank top while I was writing down its band information. I'm actually getting pretty concerned. I'm afraid I'm going to have to just give them as much food as they'll eat, which is not really a big deal because I'm not flying them right now. And I don't know, I'm afraid they could have worms or something. I'd probably need to get their poop analyzed by the vet. Make sure they don't have any worms or anything. I can see a little bit of green poop on the purchase. Anyways, she's done. I called my friend Rick. He didn't answer, but he's calling me back right now, so we'll see what he has to say. Alright, so I just got off the phone with my friend Rick. Those of you that have been subscribers for a while probably kind of know who he is. I've done some stuff at his loft. Y'all have seen that. Anyways, so he said what they probably have and I need to treat for is coccidiosis. I had not ever heard of it until then, but basically it makes their droppings green, makes them go light, and eventually will kill them. And if real young babies, squabs, get it, it's even worse, turns their droppings to blood and kills them even quicker. Old birds are not nearly so affected, but can get it as well. And again, left untreated, it's probably going to be lethal, but lethal or not, I mean, these birds are getting pretty thin. I don't know that y'all can really tell, but when I pick up these birds, it's like nothing. I mean, not that pigeons are real heavy in general, but this one's got some weight to it. This is one I put in just, you know, about a week ago, and it's not been too affected yet. Neither has its sibling over here, but that bird in there, I mean, that one's real thin. So he said I'll probably have to treat for between 5 and 7 days, whatever it says on the bottle. Just depends on how potent a mixture I get. And then he also recommended this probiotics as something to give them too, and something he gives them on when they race. For right now, I'm going to get the coccidiosis. I'm going to look for that. Also, Malthon. I'm not sure if that's the correct spelling. Anyways, basically it's for the mites. I just had one that had some mites, but of course the mites are going to spread around to all of them, so probably if I just grab one, I'm looking for a little bit older one to grab that I'm sure will probably have it. see, I mean, she's not doing so good. She's all ruffled up there. Anyways, looking for an older one. The one I just had, I put out. The ones that are already trap trained to the loft that don't, that aren't already affected by the coccidiosis, I've put them out the trap so they're kind of out of the way and I don't have to worry about trying to find birds around them. Stuck the old birds out there too. Actually, they're all kind of gathering underneath the loft, needing the food under there, which actually, come to think of it, is not a good thing because then they won't be hungry. But probably that's not going to do any good. Let's get on out of there, birds. Okay, so there they go. They're flying off, so alright, that worked. I'm kind of surprised. I figured they were going to kind of jump at first and they were just going to not care. Let's try looking at this satin net and see if she has mites. Actually, I think it's a cock. Right, yeah. Sorry, y'all are just kind of sitting in my lap at the moment. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully I'll set the camera where y'all can see. I just saw one. Where'd it go? I mean, I'm sure there's more than one, but oh, there's one. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, let me set the camera right here and I'll try this again. It's gonna be easier to do with this lighter colored bird. You're gonna be able to see them easier. Anyways, I'm just looking up underneath the wing here. It's gonna be the easiest place to find them. That's where y'all can see. Just saw one and I lost track of it. Let me grab another one. I'm sure I can find some. Yeah. Here's some. Alright, so right there, if y'all can see where I'm pointing, that's a mite right there. It's just kind of a long, skinny brown bug. And he's got some more in here too. Anyways, I'm getting them kind of on my arms and stuff. Anyways, it gets much worse than mites. That's the least of my problems. I'm not too worried about it at the moment, but I am going to treat them for it and get that cleared up. But first things first, I'm going to keep writing down my band information. I've got to take my mom to run errands. She can't drive, so I'm the driver. We got to go run errands today, and while we're out, I'm going to stop by. I'm going to get it from my local farm and garden. I live in Lexington, so it's called the Lexington Farm and Garden. But you should be able to get it at your local farm and garden store. I suspect Tractor Supply probably has it too, because chickens get it too, so it's a chicken medication. You can see some of the birds out there. Alright, well, I'm going to keep writing down band information because it's going to take me a little bit. I don't want to get it done. Hey, Minnie. And there's Steve. Alright, so I just finished in the temporary young bird loft. I didn't write down anything for the satin net I've got in there, but it doesn't have a band, so there's not really any information to write down anyways. When I do my database, I record that I have it, but I've only got 3 satin nets, so I'll remember that. So I've got, let's count, I think I've got 20 birds in here, including the satin net, so I should have 19 written down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 19 on this pad of paper. So now what I'm going to do, because I need to get all this done, I'm going to let things settle down so they're not so stressed out, and let things settle down with them, and then I'll feed them, put them away. But I'm going to record band info from in here. Of course, some of my old birds in here I know right off the top of my head, but I need to record everything. So I've got 2 more young birds in here. I'm waiting to 2 more banded young birds in here that'll go in here in a few days too. So I'll record all that, and then I've got to go down there. Need to write down all their band information too, which really isn't that much. I've only got, see, Steve lives down here, but Steve, I never did put Steve back down there from the other day when I let the birds out, and so he was in there, and I just stuck him out the trap. He's enjoying his freedom out here. So, and then I've got a white king and a roller down there. I don't have any of my rollers banded. I really ought to get NPA bands and band my rollers, but I haven't. And that white king's not banded either, so there's just two homers down there with bands need to record. One is one of our club bands, because it belonged to Rick, and he sold it to Bill Sonder. And then the other one was one Bill Sonder raised himself, so it's not a club band. I mean, it may be a club band, but it's not our club band. Anyway, so I'll go in here and get that started. Should probably take this pad of paper with me. And then I'll do all those too. And then I'll get that treatment, the medication. And Abby is still out here somewhere. I could see her running back and forth around to the loft while I was in there writing stuff down. I think she's under the breeding loft now, but she's enjoying her time out. Alright, so that's it for the moment. Alright, so I got done writing down band information. I'm about to put the birds away. They can see that I've got food. I don't expect any trouble getting them to go in. Sorry, I kind of can't see. So you see that ash red grizzle right there that probably has the coccidiosis. She's not even caring about the food. I don't think that was everyone. For one, I didn't see Steve go in here. I know Steve was out, so let's see who's hanging out over here. No one, actually. That's interesting. Let's see, I put 5 old birds out, including Steve. And then I put out the Bentley and the nestmate to that Grizzle Homer. I know I saw Bentley go in. Oh, here comes Abby. Hey, Abby. Didn't even know she was all the way over there. Oh, there's Steve. Okay. Bentley. I know I saw Bentley up there, and I don't see him now, so I'm sure he came in. What about her nestmate? Kind of hard to see. There he is. Okay, yeah, everyone went in. We're good. Yeah, I actually didn't have... There's Bentley. No, that wasn't Bentley. Bentley's in here, though. I didn't have nearly as much trouble as I thought I would writing down band information. I can still tell them apart pretty well just by looking at them, but I'm not happy about the fact that she's just sitting over there not eating. She is pretty thin, but I'm gonna get that medicine today. He said they should get their appetite back about as soon as that gets in their system. So all should go. All right, well. So here are those birds. I didn't record their bands, just because most of them are blue bars. I won't be able to tell who's who, and I'll be picking up the same ones over and over again. I'll just write down all their band information once when I switch them all over, which will hopefully be before too much longer. But I filled up that whole sheet of paper, and then 2 on the back, and that's just homers. Most of my rollers aren't banded, but I do have several. I do have a couple of rollers that are banded. I've got. Actually, I guess it's maybe only 4 rollers I've got banded. Anyways, gotta get Abby. Come here, Abby. Come here. Abby does not like to be picked up. Oop, and y'all are swinging all around. Come here. Alright, well, Abby and I are going to head back inside now, get ready for lunch. Oh, 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 stop it, stop it. Like I said, she does not like to be picked up. Well, I'll get her in a moment. That's not the proper way to hold a rabbit, by the way, and that's why she jumped out of my arm. Anyways, no worries, I'll just pick her back up. We're going to head inside, thanks for watching, guys. I'll let y'all know how things go with medicating. I'll hopefully be getting it today and starting it. It should go in their water. I'll probably video that, but I'll probably make it part of tomorrow's update. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.